Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be discussing some new makeup launches. I feel like I haven't done one of these videos in such a long time, so we have a lot to catch up on. I didn't go super far back because I think it's been actual months since I've done one of these videos, but I went back far enough to make a whole video. But I tried to keep the launches that I want to discuss relatively recent. I'm not going to talk about something that was launched 3 months ago. That wouldn't really be very interesting and it wouldn't be very current. So yeah, I don't want to chat for too long. Let's just get right into it and see what's been going on in the makeup world. I feel like I've been so out of the loop because I've just been so anxious. So the only time I would go on social media would really be to answer DMs. So I haven't looked at Trend Mood in a hot minute. So I want to start off by talking about the new Morphe and Cherry Coke collab. Oh, sorry, I gotta get over. Yes, so the Morphe and Cherry Coke collab. Morphe did a Coca-Cola collab. I don't remember when that was. I remember doing a video on it, but I have no concept of time since the pandemic. So I literally don't have any idea when that was launched, but they did do it. I do know that. I want to say it was springtime of 2021, but I could be completely wrong on that. So now they've done a second collection and done the Cherry Coke collection. And when I first saw this, I thought it was Too Faced. I can't be the only one. A lot of people were in my messages saying that they thought it looked like Too Faced as well. Just the metal palette, it's specifically the palette. It's the metal palette with the 15, no, is it 15? With the 18 hands, it just looks exactly like a Too Faced metal palette. It looks exactly like it. And the fact that it's Cherry Coke, you would think that maybe it would be scented like Cherry Coke. So that's what I thought when I thought it was Too Faced. And then I read it was Morphe and I was like, oh, Morphe is really Jack and Too Faced style right now. I'd be interested to know what you guys think about that. Do you think it's morally wrong or do you think it's not a big deal? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel yeah, it's kind of wrong because they're stealing someone else's ideas. Is it that big of a deal? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Next up, this one I just wanted to mention quickly because I was personally interested in it as an actual freelance makeup artist. This is the new Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner in the Tropical Lemon scent. First of all, I like that it's clear. I don't know why, but the blue, it's not annoying, but I would prefer clear if possible. Just a clear liquid. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like that. I can take a break from that overly sweet vanilla scent. It doesn't bother me, but I don't know. I would just like to change it up, I think that would be fun. So I'm excited to try that next time I need to purchase my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I just bought it back up right before this was announced, so it probably won't be for a little while, but I'm excited to purchase it next time for sure. Okay, this one's not cruelty free, but I wanted to mention it because I was kind of disappointed in it. This is a palette from Pat McGrath and it's the Utopian Dream palette. When I saw the promotional images and videos for this collection, I thought it was going to be so beautiful. I don't purchase Pat McGrath because I strictly purchase cruelty free makeup, and Pat McGrath does test on animals. I can't remember if they do it themselves or if they outsource it, but in some way they're not cruelty free. But when I first saw this palette being teased, I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be a hard one to resist. There are some products and brands that are just super easy for me to resist. If I'm just thinking of a couple examples off the top of my head, Dior is really easy for me to resist, Lancome, Chanel, those kinds of brands. And then there are brands like Pat McGrath that I find extremely difficult to resist. Her eyeshadows just look so beautiful and they are expensive, so my wallet is definitely happy about me not purchasing them, but I thought that this one was going to be a particularly hard palette for me to resist purchasing. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's literally just warm neutrals with a pop of purple. I was really disappointed. The outer packaging is beautiful, but I feel like it's not really represented in the actual product. The colors don't match up with the outer packaging. So yeah, I was really disappointed in this launch. And I think Pat McGrath could have done something super beautiful and pastel and bright, especially with how beautiful her shimmers are, so I've heard. So yeah, I was particularly disappointed in this. That's all I wanted to say. I thought it was gonna be hard to resist. It's not. Moving on. Another one that I'm particularly disappointed in. This is the Urban Decay Naked Cyber palette. First of all, how many naked palettes are they gonna launch? At first it was okay, yeah, they're kind of beating a dead horse, but now it's actually kind of getting annoying. It's come up with another idea. It's not naked at this point. Even if they kept the same palette layout, this could easily just be the Urban Decay Cyber Glitch palette or something like that. You know what I mean? They could easily just take out the naked. Maybe they use the naked name because because it's so easily recognizable. Like it was so hyped up for so long, but I don't know. I'm finding it a little bit annoying. Like come up with a new concept. And not only that, but this palette looks so ashy. Like where is any sort of depth? I get that it's supposed to be like a little bit pastel-y, but first of all, this is a weird time to launch it. We're going into fall. Pastel is mostly spring. So that seemed a little bit weird to me. But additionally, I don't see how I could create a cohesive look with this palette. Even though I am so pale, I'm like, how on earth would I create any sort of look? Like I could probably think of one look that I could create with this palette and then nothing else. And it's like, that's not fun. That takes the creativity out of things, you know? So I was really disappointed in this palette. I feel like they've been having really cool concepts like this one, the Naked Cyber, and then the one before it, the Wild West one with the beautiful snakeskin packaging. Their packaging is so stunning, and I just wish that the actual palette inside was more reflective of the beautiful outer packaging that they've been designing. And I wish they'd take away the Naked name. So yeah, this is definitely a pass from me. I don't really like it. I think it's really basic, and I just don't think that I'll be purchasing this. Another one that I thought was kind of a weird time, this one is the Colourpop Y2k Collection. I think it's really cute. I think it's pretty. I'm just kind of questioning why they launched this at the end of August, or I guess like mid-August, but still, like we're moving into fall. Like I know everyone's ready for the fall makeup. I personally love pastels and light colors, so I don't mind seeing something like this like all year round, but I know that people are definitely getting into the more vampy looks, the more fall tone looks, jewel tones, that kind of stuff. So I thought this was a little weird, but as Colourpop does, I just really like their concepts. I really do. And their packaging design is always so beautiful. I love the butterflies. I love the concept because Y2K is super trendy right now. I like it. I don't know. The butterfly clips, super cute. I wouldn't wear them personally, but like I know a lot of people that do rock them and they look super cute on them. The So Juicy glosses, so reminiscent of the Lancome Juicy tubes, so I get that. Like it just seems like a really fun collection that I do like. It just seems like weird timing. That's the only thing. That light purple palette and the one with the periwinkle shade, like the bluish green one, those two palettes in particular are really calling my name. They are so cute. I don't think I'll be purchasing because I'm still on a pretty strict budget. The pandemic has not been kind to my wallet, so I'm trying to resist products that I don't actually need. But if I did get this in PR, I would be extremely excited. Okay, so next up, I really like this collection as well. This is the new Wild Obsessions collection from Huda Beauty. I really like it. I really like the inspo. I think that, first of all, the imprints are really cool on the actual eyeshadows. I just think it's so cool. I don't know. I feel like she has really unique ideas and concepts for her Obsessions collections. The one that's speaking to me in particular is the green one that's kind of like python-y with the teals and the bright yellow. I really like that color story. I think it's really quite interesting. But then you also have like the cool like python like taupey one that's really good if you like cool neutrals. There's a warm neutrals one and like a pinky purple one. I think it's a good idea. Wonder how the formula is. Will I be purchasing? Again, no, because I'm on a strict budget. But am I tempted? Absolutely. I really, really like that green one. Speaking to my soul, it's doing things to me. Okay, next up, I don't really like this. This is the Slime Lights from, I think this is Freck. These are like slimy highlighters. They are multi-mineral hologram highlighters formulated with a complex of essential minerals. Seems kind of hokey to me, and what I really wanted to talk about is how I hate the colors. Are we in like 2017 again? Do you remember when every brand was releasing like colored highlighters and calling them holographic? I feel like this is like a throwback to that. I would never wear these colors, so I am not interested in the slightest. And I really don't like the whole slime light. I don't know, that kind of like weirds me out, that name, for whatever reason. So I will not be purchasing these. I would much rather purchase the cheek slimes. I don't really like that name either, but they seem a lot more wearable than these. I wish they came out with more neutral colors, and maybe they did. Maybe they're just showing like the funky ones, but yeah, it's not selling me. Next up, another product by Colourpop. These are mystery boxes. I really want to try these, but the thing is I already have so much Colourpop that I'm kind of worried that I'm going to have everything like that I get in the box. But I guess that's kind of the fun of mystery boxes, but I just don't really have that kind of free income to take that kind of risk. I need to know what I'm getting. So I think it's a really fun idea. I will not be partaking in the fun, but it's super cute. And because Colourpop's so affordable, like you're not spending a lot, and I feel like it's kind of like a Christmas gift to yourself because you don't even know what you're getting in it, you know? I don't know, it just seems really fun to me. I really like that a brand that I actually enjoy and purchase from is doing mystery boxes. I feel like every brand brand that does mystery boxes like Jeffree Star. Like, I'm never gonna buy one of those, you know? I don't support that man. So I like that a brand that I actually enjoy and one that's reasonably affordable is doing mystery boxes, and I think that's something that if they do again, I would definitely consider purchasing if I have more money. Another Colourpop launch. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna be like half Colourpop because they've launched like 7 collections since I've done one of these videos last. This is the Zodiac Collection. Again, with the weird timing, I feel like this would have been super cool as a New Year launch. Because I feel like, you know, with the Chinese New Year, it's like year of the whatever. So I feel like Zodiac kind of fits in there. And then it's also, so it's not just being launched at like a random time. Or if they did like kind of like a BH Cosmetics thing where they did the 1 gemstone a month, but they did like 1 quad for the Zodiac period that we're actually in instead of launching all 12 at once. I think that would have been cool. And I feel like I would be more inclined to buy an Aries one during Aries season, if that makes sense, like as a little birthday gift to myself. So I feel like that would have been a cool idea. And I think they did do a good job at matching the signs with the palettes. You know what I mean? Like the color stories make sense for the signs they're representing. And I do like that they have like cute little palette names. Like they didn't just name it the Aries palette. Like a Virgo, like how cute is that instead of just the Virgo palette? So I think they did a really good job. I would just kind of like to see different timing. And I do like that they're not doing like a full palette. It's just a little eyeshadow quad. So it's something cute that you can purchase that won't break the bank. But again, yeah, I just wish that they launched them one at a time for the corresponding sign that we're currently in. I think that would have been more fun. Ooh, next up, I want to talk about the Cinnamon Swirl palette from Too Faced. My friend brought this up and I was like, oh my God, you're so right. She was like, I think cinnamon would like irritate my eyes, right? I feel like that's an irritant. Even the scent of cinnamon, I feel like it would kind of burn my eyes. It's probably very subtle, like it's probably fine, but still, I probably would stay away from that for that reason alone. Furthermore, it looks like the Gingerbread Spice palette and the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette coming together and having a love child. It just looks exactly the same as all of their previous cinnamon type launches or gingerbread launches, I guess. I don't know. I think the color story is nothing unique and we've seen it from Too Faced for the past 3 years and I'm kind of tired of it. I want to see something else. But this is the layout that I was comparing the Cherry Coke palette to. Like this is the layout that it reminds me of. I'm just over the Too Faced collections, you know, the scented ones. It was definitely fun at first, but now I just feel like it's super redundant and I'm kind of over it. Next up, another one from Colourpop. They just keep rolling things out. This is the Sonic Bloom palette. I don't like this. I have a few colors that I do like, but it kind of reminds me of I recreated it in one of my videos. I'll link the video up above. I think it was the Cabana Club palette. It kind of reminds me of that, and I just wish that there was something other than neutral mattes in here. Like if they're gonna do a Sonic Bloom, like the outer packaging is really pretty. If they did a couple matte shades that were in those tones, like that really pretty center teal color and that really pretty like deepened gray purple, if they did some mattes in those colors, I feel like I would be way more excited for something like this. But the mattes are pretty much all neutral for the most part, and I just think it's kind of boring. It's boring me, so will not be picking this up, and I'm not tempted to pick this one up personally. Oh my gosh, another Colourpop one. I can't believe I just screenshotted like all Colourpop. I didn't do that purposefully. I was just like screenshotting things that look interesting and it all happened to be Colourpop, I guess. This is the Tinkerbell Collection. I think they did a good job with this one. I think it's cute. They did a solid job for a fairy collection. It seems very fairy-like and it seems very Tinkerbell, you know? Like they have the greens. They didn't try to go out of left field and do something completely unexpected, but they still kind of made it fun. So I appreciate what they did with this collection. I really like it. I think the packaging is super cute. If you're a Tinkerbell fan, I'm sure you've already picked this up because it launched a little bit ago. But yeah, I think they did a good job. I think they did a solid job. It's cute. I like it. Ooh, this one's kind of interesting. This launch is from Milk Makeup and they are doing an eye brightening light coverage concealer. And I really like the packaging on this. I think it's really interesting. It looks like it's a little roller ball. So it'll kind of give like that cooling effect. Hopefully that's what I would hope from it. It's light coverage concealer with skincare benefits that visibly brighten and refresh under eyes for an easy no makeup look. Contains caffeine, pea protein for blue light protection. That's a little hokey. The antimicrobial glass roller ball is angled to comfortably fit under your eye area and provides a refreshing massage. I love that. First of all, I like that it's antimicrobial because Sponges, they just freak me out. I use them like I use like sponge tip applicators and concealers all the time, but I don't like the ones that you like squeeze out for some reason. It kind of freaks me out, but I really like this idea. It seems like a much more hygienic alternative to a sponge. I would actually consider trying this because I really enjoyed the Fenty one and I would like to see how this one compares. I like it. I don't know if they've only launched 7 shades. If that is the case, I would like to see more shades. There's only 7 in the photo. I would have to look it up and see how many they actually launched, but I think this is a solid launch and I would be interested in it. I also think it's super trendy to have, you know, skincare infused concealers and foundations and base products. I think that's super on trend right now. Skincare is all the rage, especially among Gen Z. They're doing like the no makeup all the time. So I think this is a solid launch and I think it's gonna do well. Next up is a brow collection from Makeup by Mario. Makeup by Mario is just really busting out the launches. They're really releasing quite a few collections. So this is the Brows collection. I would be open to trying it. It's just, I don't really like those thick pencils. Like it kind of looks like an Anastasia brow definer situation and I prefer more of a brow whiz situation, if you know what I mean. I like something that's very small and I can create kind of hair-like strokes. Even though I don't really do my brows that way, I like to have the option, you know? I would be interested to see the undertones of this product like in person because I do kind of have a hard time with undertones. I feel like Anastasia Beverly Hills is the only brand that does undertones correctly for my personal hair color. So I would be interested in seeing the undertones because Mario is a makeup artist. I'm sure he got them right. So yeah, I would be interested in this, but I don't know if I'll purchase just because of that big applicator. I would try it though, definitely. Next up, we have the Totally Plastic collection with BH Cosmetics and Iggy Azalea. I think it's cute. It's very Y2K, very trendy right now. I don't really think I'm gonna buy it. I'm not really intrigued. I'm not a huge Iggy fan. I do like the blues in that one palette though. They are really pretty, but that's not enough to kind of sway me to purchase it. I don't know. It's just not really like calling to me and definitely not as much as the Colourpop Y2k collection. But I do think it's on trend and I'm sure it's doing well. I'm pretty sure it's already launched, but yeah. I'm not interested in that one personally. Ooh, this one's super fun. Well, to me, it's super fun. This is the new retro eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. It's the midi size, and those are kind of the ones I collect, and I really want this, but I just bought the Zendo palette, so I don't really need another one, but I really, really love this color story. I'm all about the mauves and purples and pinks. You can kind of see from my look today, it's kind of purpley, like, but not purple in your face, you know? I really like this color story. It's really speaking to me, even though it is quite neutral. I still really like it, and I really like Natasha Denona. I think I would consider picking this one up, just not right away. I'm not really in a hurry, especially because I don't think it is limited edition. Natasha Denona palettes are usually permanent. So yeah, I'm excited for this one, and I think I will probably purchase it, just not right away. Oh, next up, this one I don't like as much. It's the Balm Posse palette from Fenty Beauty. I really, really love Fenty Beauty's eyeshadow formula, but this one is just a little too neutral for me. I really like the lighter half of the palette with the pinks and the mauve, and I wish it was just like an all pinky mauve palette, then I would probably pick it up because I do love Fenty's formula so much. But since towards the end it does get like more to the warm brown kind of side of things, I'm not as interested in it just because those colors don't excite me quite as much. Ooh, another thing from Fenty though that I am excited about is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Mini. I love when brands do minis. KVD used to do the mini foundations and I loved that, just loved it. And the reason I love that is because as a makeup artist, I really like that I can carry around mini versions. First of all, they're more affordable, so I can purchase more shades. Second of all, they're already in little plastic tubes that are super easy to carry around. So for someone like me, for my kit, this really works. And I did want to include Fenty as my kit foundation, but I just found the glass bottles were just a little too heavy for me. And I found that it was a little too drying, but I think I will purchase a couple shades to put in my kit just because Fenty has some really strong undertones, like really strong pinks, really strong yellows, and no one does deep shades like Fenty. So I think what I will do is pick up a couple shades. I'm not gonna, you know, go all out and purchase all 40 or 45 or whatever they have now, but I think it is a really solid launch, and I think I definitely would purchase a few for my kit, probably in the near future as well. I can easily justify buying things for my kit, but if it's for like personal use, I'm like, oh no, I don't have the money for that right now. Next up is the Apple Collection by Collidos. I was disappointed in this. As soon as I saw Collidos, like this promo photo, it's so beautiful, super regal, very kind of fall vibes with the eggplant purple and stuff like that, but it's just like lip products. I thought it was going to be an eyeshadow palette. Collidos eyeshadow palettes and color stories really excite me, but I'm just not as into lip products. That's just a personal preference. They're not my favorite. I think they're just less special than like a super sparkly eyeshadow, but that's just me. So I wish there was like an Apple eyeshadow palette like for this collection, but it doesn't seem like that's what's happening here. It looks like just 8 lip products. Another one that I'd be interested in purchasing, this is the Diamond Balm Highlighter Palette by Fenty Beauty. Oh, sorry, I have an itch. So it's inspired by their Gloss Balm, and I would be interested to know if it's the same formula as their Diamond Balm, like the compact highlighter. It looks like those are the same, and it's just the colors that are inspired by their Gloss Bombs. You have the shade Fussy, which is a Gloss Bomb shade, Fenty Glow, which is the original Gloss Bomb shade, and Hot Chocolate. So yeah, I would really be interested in trying this. I've been really wanting to try that diamond highlighter. I think they are called the Diamond Bombs, and I really wanted to try the shade How Many Carats, but now I can get 3 in a little palette. So I don't know, I kind of like it. I'd be really interested in swatching this in person. I don't know if Sephora is doing swatching, probably not, but I would be interested because they do look like they might be a little deep on my skin tone, but they look sheer, so I'm not totally sure if they would work for me. So that's why I kind of want to see it in person. But this is something that intrigues me for sure, and I would really like to see it in person. And if it goes with my skin tone, I would definitely purchase. And finally, we're gonna end with Colourpop because apparently we just talk about all Colourpop on this channel. This is the new Fresh Lips Lip Creme. So it's like a hydrating liquid lipstick, which I think is interesting. And the reason I think it's interesting is because they already have their Luxe liquid lipsticks. No, Luxe liquid lips. You know the ones I mean, the ones that are in the shorter, fatter tube. They already have those. So I'd be interested to know how this Fresh Kiss formula differs from the traditional Luxe liquid lipsticks. I don't know if they're supposed to be more hydrating or if they have more of a gloss, because you know the Fresh Kiss lip stains that have kind of more of a glossy finish. I don't know. I'd be interested to know how they differ. I would like to test them out and compare the formulas. They do intrigue me, but I'm definitely not picking any up. Again, not as into lip products personally. I kind of just stick to my one lip color, this one that I'm wearing. I custom made it at the Bite Lip Lab and I just love it so much. So yeah, this is kind of like my go-to, and I have a hard time straying. Would not purchase, but I am intrigued to see the formula difference. And yeah, those are all of the launches that I wanted to discuss today. What launches are you really excited about? Are there any fall launches that are speaking to you in particular? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, I think that's it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!